Hey guys, this is David from Tumovin. I'm coming to you guys with my Subterror Invoked deck profile. I didn't really know what to call this deck because it's basically like field spell dot deck, but the main plays you're using are through Subterrors and Invoked. And so I'll show you guys what I got. I've been testing this deck for a while, and this is the most consistent build that I've come up with. I was inspired by an OCG build, but they have Guru and we don't, so that's the main difference. So this is my take on the deck. And so this is it for the Subterror lineup. Just a really small engine. So we're playing 2 Warrior, 1 Fiendus, 1 Umastrix, 1 Glacier. The interesting thing to take from this is only 2 Behemoths. So Phosphor Glacier is the best one, and then I think, in my opinion, Umastrix is the second best. And so what Phosphor Glacier does is when he's flipped, he sends any card from the deck to the grave, like monster, spell, or trap. So he's a Beatrice when he's flipped. And Umastric, when he flips face up, he banishes monster your opponent controls. And so, 2 Warrior. Warrior's the best card still. He's the one that turbos through and makes your plays to get through to these guys, and then you flip them up on your turn with Hidden City. So all their stuff's happening on your turn. It's not slow like people like associate Subterrors with, like flip effects. So this deck's really fast. It's you're using this to make a Nat Beast turn 1, and almost always I'm making at least like 2 Nat Beasts per match. Like I'm always making Nat Beasts turn 1. It's rare that you get a hand where you're not making Nat Beasts with this. And 1 Fiendus. Fiendus is like the best hand trap in the game in my opinion. Except it's not generic, but in this deck you're able to abuse this card, and it's searchable with Hidden City. You're able to summon it off of Warrior. Super good. This just like is all you need for Subterrors. And I might show you the combo that I'm talking about, like it's Nat Beast. And then for supporting cards, I'm playing 3 Armageddon Knight. Armageddon's a 1 card 7 with Deshudo, because you just summon him, send Deshudo, make and almost always you're making Ancient Fairy Dragon. So you Ancient Fairy, pop one of your field spells, and you search Hidden City. And so this is what adds consistency. He's really good. And also I'm playing for the Invoked, I'm just playing 1 Alistair. Playing a really small Invoked engine, but it works well because he's a lot of times your secondary play, or if you're going second, like he's able to make a Purgatrio, which is really strong. So he adds a whole nother element to what Subterrors normally don't have. And just like having this and being able to shoot off of this and still get the combo is like insane. And for the 2 Dragon Ravine targets I'm playing a Dark Worm and a Deshudo. So this and Warrior still gets you the combo with Phosphor Glacier, and then this plus any other 4 gets you the combo. And then last target to send is a Global. This makes Nat Beast. This also makes 8s that I'll show you later, level 8 Synchros. And then for Hand Traps, we're going to be playing 3 Ash, 2 Ghost Ogre, 3 Droll Unlock, and 1 Max C. And so you're able to play a lot of hand traps because it is like a 1 to 2, it's like a 2 card engine basically to get that combo. And so this helps you go second and also lets you control harder going first. And these are all really good Alistair targets. And so the way decks I think should be playing right now are like how Dallas was. The non-spiral decks were Invoked and Trickstar, but they're playing and those are like inherently are like 1 to 2 card engines, and then with a lot of hand traps. So this is like the same play style. And so for the spells, that's it for the monsters. And for the spells, we're playing a lot of field spells. So triple Ravine, triple Hidden City, double Meltdown, and then to search those, triple Terraforming and a set rotation. And so explaining this, these are like stepping stones that end on Hidden City. Hidden City is the best field spell in my opinion. It does the most for you. It gives you protection, it lets you grind, it sets up, it lets you combo, and it searches. Like this is the card that you want to end on. You're using Ravine to ditch a card to send to Strudo, and then you make Ancient Fairy pops this, and then you search Hidden City. I'm playing 2 Meltdown. Even though I'm playing 1 Alistair, I'm playing 2 Meltdown because I'm also playing Instant Fusion. And so going second, you activate this, you say it doesn't get ashed, you search, or even if it gets ashed, sometimes like it's just a good bait for ash. And then if you have Instant Fusion with this, you Instant Fusion summon Raijin, and then on Raijin summon, you book one of their monsters and they can't respond because of Meltdown. So it's a good, it has other utility other than searching, after searching Alistair. And 2, just for consistency as well, you want to at least see 1 to 2 field spells in your hand. 3 terraforming and 1 set rotation. Set rotation, you just give them a hidden city. Unless they're playing Subterrors, which not many people are, obviously, but hopefully I could change their minds. And you could always give them a ravine if you know they're not playing Yugioh. So those are all the field spells. Next is going to be triple instant fusion. This is really good because I'm also playing Kaliga, which is the level 4 invoked. And so that with Yugioh could also get you the play. Kaliga could also, you could tribute Kaliga with Nemesis Warrior, or you could summon Raijin. Raijin could book himself down to trigger the Subterrors if you happen to draw them in hand. So all around, this is a really, really good support card going first or second in this deck. And then lastly for the 1-ofs, I'm playing Invocation, Foolish, Rhoda, and Soul Charge. So these are all really powerful 1-ofs. Invocation searchable, so this is all for the invoked. Foolish sends Global, Destrudo. You can send Alistair if you end up drawing the invocation first. That's the only time when it's bad, if you see this before you see Alistair and Meltdown. But you have ways to fix that with Glacier and Foolish and Armageddon Knight and all that. Searches Armageddon Knight. Armageddon Knight is probably the best starter in this deck. And Soul Charge is Soul Charge. So that's it for the main deck. And then for the extra deck, we're playing 2 level 8 synchros. So 1 Omega, 1 Crystal Wing. Omega is really good because it gets itself out of the extra deck zone, and Clear Wing also just because you can make this with a level 7 and Glow Bulb. Level 7 synchro, or you could also have Destrudo that eats off of 4, so it's a level 3 on the field, and a Nat Beast that has been up. So your Nat Beasts, if they can't break your board of Nat Beast Phosphoro Glacier, because Phosphoro Glacier has, with Hidden City, is like a battle phase, it negates an attack. So a lot of times that board is sticking, so then you just flip Phosphoro Glacier, send Destrudo, Destrudo eats off of Warrior, and then Destrudo and Nat Beast become Crystal Wing. So this helps push for game too. It's just extra form of negate. And then for the 7s, we're playing 2 Ancient Fairy Dragons, Black Rose Dragon, and a Moonlight Dragon. And so these, you're playing field spell deck, so you're gonna need 2. This is like the best card in the extra deck. And then we have Black Rose as a blowout, and then Moonlight. It's really good because going second, you just summon it and bounces. It bounces special summon monster, and then you could use this to step up like a Glow Bulb in this into the Crystal Wing. And then last synchro is Nat Beast. This is the heart and soul of the deck. This is, sorry, Ancient Fairy is not the best. This is the best. So this deck consistently spews out Nat Beast turn 1. You just need a way to make a level 7 and have a field spell, which is super easy with Destrudo. And so a lot of decks can't deal with this. Also, he's protected because your ending board's gonna be Nat Beast, Phosphor Glacier, and the Hidden City, so he can't get run over with like magicians and stuff. And so it's really hard for that deck and any other deck to really out this board. And a lot of times you're gonna have Fiendus in your hand with the Glacier, so that's an extra negate. So this is really, really hard to out for all the meta decks. And for the fusions, they're all the Invoked fusions. Kaliga, Raijin, these 2 are combo cards, and this could be Interruption going second. Purgatrio ends games, like completely ends games. ABC, if they tag out and put them on defense, that like can catch them off guard. Like, and then against Pendulum Magician, this is like one of my best counters to big boards. And then Mechaba, you have, so this, you use Ash, you can make this a Droll or Instant Fusion. This is Armageddon or Instant Fusion. This, you're almost always having a light target through Ghost Ogre and then also Ancient Fairy. So after you've done your plays, and you've a lot of times set it up so you have an Invoke play later, you just banish the Ancient Fairy and then Alistair for this. And so he gets over a lot of problem monsters too. And then lastly for the forwards, playing Utopia package, Diamond Direwolf, and Baguska. So Baguska is insane. Diamond Direwolf, it gets itself out of the extra deck, the extra monster zone, which is important. And then Lightning's Lightning, he wins games, and he's a game ender. And the things with the extra deck is I'm not playing any links, mostly because I could tribute the fusions and the synchros with Warrior. He gets himself out anyways. This one I'm usually only using the end games. The only one you have to be careful with is Baguska, because there's no way for myself to get him out of the extra deck zone. So he's going to be staying there if you make him. So you have to just be careful. And then for the side deck, I'm playing the 3 Gamma with the driver. And so this I side in going in first because I don't want to get hand trapped like on my turn. And because I'm using all my field spells and spell cards before I actually make my plays with the monsters, so that's when they hand trap me and then he becomes live. I'm playing Omega, so in the main deck anyways, so then you sink into that and that's another card out of their hand. And then for removal, I'm playing 2 Twin and 1 Regeki. This is probably going to change the Cyclone with like how the meta is going, but Twin Twister is still pretty strong, especially against Paleo. And 1 Regeki against just like Spiral or whatever. And then going first, I'm also siding the Artifact Engine. And so this is for evenly, and then also like Infernoid, ABC, Invoked, like other stuff like that. This could also hit. And then a Scythe is Scythe. And speaking of evenly, we're playing 3 evenly matched because it's the best going second card. And really quick, I wanted to show you guys the combo I've been talking about. All you need is a way to get to a level 7 and a field spell. I'm just showing you the, like, not even getting value off the field spell, I'm just showing you the basic combo. So say you open with this, like Armageddon, any field spell. You're going to summon Armageddon, and you're going to dump Destrudo. And then Destrudo is going to eat off Armageddon, you're going to sink, goes to the bottom, you're going to sink. For Ancient Fairy Dragon. And then Ancient Fairy, so say you have the field spell, you set it, Ancient Fairy to pop. You're going to be searching, so you're going to gain 1,000, and then you're going to search Hidden City. Hidden City is going to activate, you're going to search Nemesis Warrior to your hand. Ancient Fairy is going to special Warrior. And then you're going to trigger, you're going to activate Warrior's effect on field. So he's, as cost, sends a Subterror from your deck to the grave. He tributes monsters on the field equal to or exceeding that level. You summon him in face down defense, then Hidden City is going to flip him face up. Chainlink 1, he's going to activate to send any card. Chainlink 2 in the grave, Warrior is going to summon. So you have these two, and then you're going to send Glow Bulb. And then Glow Bulb's going to mill a top card. Then you sink for Nappies. And depending if you have a Fiendus in your hand or not, you could either Fiendus leave him up, or say it's just generic, having a generic combo, you're just going to flip him face down. On your opponent's turn, if they try to declare an attack, then Hidden City's effect is you could flip a Subterror face up to negate the attack, and then he triggers. And so you have, with this combo, you're going to have Nappies, which is spell negation. You're going to have 1 attack negation, and say they do try to attack and you negate it, he triggers, and then Warrior could summon 2 off of that. And so even if they try to get around it, you're already sending another Destrudo if you need to, and then summoning another Warrior. Warrior could tribute that for Nappies for Umastrix. It's really hard to beat the board that you make consistently turn one. And then you're also going to have hand traps as well, depending on what other cards are in your hand. Say the Ravine, instead of this was a Ravine, you had a Terraforming or a Meltdown. You search that, search Alistair, so next turn you have a play after that, and this deck just spirals out of control. And I think this is like a really, really strong anti-meta choice against today's meta. And so, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any other suggestions. I've been working on this, and this has been consistently been the best build for me. Let me know what you guys think, and this is David from Team Woven signing out.